Good evening. Oh, my head. My head was stuck for a second there. That's a bit awkward. Good evening. Good evening. It is Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. I don't know how to follow that up. It's the end of the week. That's exciting. Weekend for most people. I don't work tomorrow, I hope. So that's exciting. It's been a very long week. One could say this week has been the longest month of my life. There's been a lot going on at work. It's been very exhausting. I thought I was gonna leave on time today. Ha ha! Foolish me. No. On, as per tradition, 4 o'clock on a Friday, uh, things decided to go wrong and I had to stay a little bit later, which is why I started a little bit later. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I had a very strong urge to cancel stream today, but I resisted. I resisted. I'm not gonna be defeated. A long work week is not gonna defeat me. Nope, I have been looking forward to playing Blueprints for a very long time. Um, Obviously the name of the game is a play on words. Blueprints, blueprints, you get it. I'm excited to play it. I love puzzle games, and this is up my alley. It's like a roguelite, it's like a puzzle game. Nope, that's really it. That's the two things that I know about it. I purposely stayed away from spoiling it for myself because I wanted to experience it for the first time myself. I watched the tiniest bit of gameplay just to get the general concept of what the game is about. You walk in, you do the layout of the building, all that will be explained in the first few minutes of the game, so I'm not going to run through it all here. But I am very excited. I've been wanting to play it for a while, and I almost played it before I got back to streaming, but I waited. I was going to do it as like offline content. I was going to like record it and do a YouTube video. I was like, no, I'd rather not do that. So even though it's kind of like past the trend, as it were, you know, obviously some degree of streaming has some degree of trend chasing. While this is technically behind trend, as in people aren't playing it as much as they were, I don't care. I'm excited to play it. And it isn't always about chasing trends, doing what's hot. It's about doing what you enjoy. So that is what I'm doing today. I'm gonna boot up the game. I'm gonna start transitioning over to playing, so I'll get that booted up in the background as I continue to yap. But yeah, this week's been long. I'm really excited for the weekend, more so than I think I'm honestly more excited for this weekend than I was for the break that I had, because a lot happened this week. A lot of things that a lot of people saw coming. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good to get away from that. It'll be good to do this stream. I got to do some graphic things in the background here. Oh, you can't see it. And then I will. No, that should be good. I think that does exactly what I need to do. Okay, let's get this going. Properties, we'll switch this to this one. There we go. Now you can see it just fine. I'll get out of the middle of the screen so you can see it even better. I have some I already ate, fortunately. I ate before going live, so I won't need to stop to do that, but I will need to grab something partway through stream, but not for a little bit, not for a little bit. I'm very decaffeinated right now, so I did what any self-respecting bum would do. I DoorDash shared something to drink that will give me energy. But that will come later. I think we're good. I think it looks centered. It's hard to tell with the black edge just background. Looks centered. New game. But yeah, I'm pumped. I've been wanting to play this for a while. I watched the tiny bit I watched was like Giga playing it, and that was just me. Like as soon as I figured out what it was about, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop watching. I want to play it for myself. Hey Winter, hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. I don't know if you have a weekend-oriented job, but if you do, hey, we made it. And if you don't, hey, that's okay. It's still Friday. Oh, I thought that said Roth. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna... You can probably insinuate what I thought that said. We got the ambiance going.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give
we get lore.
To my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Dude, that's a whole ass village. It's not a house. That's like a whole... That's a whole city block.
On my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Okay. That's the goal right there, right?
Whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
So my goal is to find the 46th room of his 45-room estate. Got it. Day 1. Ruh-roh. Oh. I already think I messed up. By walking out and walking in, I used 2 rooms in the top left there. Embarrassing. Open only in the event of my death. Well, I've got some bad news for you. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself. But it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. That's many final words of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half a century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert. I already forgot my grandpappy's name. Something Bert S. Sinclair. That looks like it could be an H. Was it Herbert or was it Robert? Was it Herbert or Robert? I forgot. Well, thanks, grandpappy. I will remember you not well, apparently. I appreciate it. All right. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Got it. So this is a 5 by 2, 4, 6, 9. 49. Why am I saying 49? That's not what that means. It's a 5 by 9. 45, not 9. Dumbass. 45 rooms fit in this. I need to find the 46th. That is the objective. As I fill this out, I can corner myself if I'm not careful. So that is part of it. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Well, I already wasted 2 of them, so I'm off to a fantastic start. All right. Any other bits of advice I should look at? Probably not. Why couldn't I have just been normal and walk through the front door like a normal person? Why did I turn around already? Okay, well. Okay, we have some options. I'm thinking hallway. Yep. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. West wing. So this is east, so this must be west. Nook, laboratory, bedroom. When you enter this room, gain 2 steps, plus 1 key. Right now I don't have any locked doors, so I'm gonna say bedroom. I'm amending my previous mistake with the +2. Trunk is locked. Well, fuck me. Is that my grandma? Greetings from Reddington. Gotta search the rooms for the lore. For the lore tidbits. One item. 1 key, 1 item, but that's a dead end. Which might not be the worst thing ever. So let's do storeroom. Not entirely sure what money does. We got a key in our inventory. We got a gem. We got a money. There's a little... Aw. Kind of cute. Little bird here. I see chess pieces. I wonder if there's significance there. There's no way that's by accident. Unfortunately though, that means I must back up, which will cost me. However, now I can open this by using my key and potentially get, what do we get? Ivory dice, +2. While drafting, you may use to roll for a new floor plan. That seems useful. Glad we got those. That can help us get out of a dead end. We should not use them unless we need to. Okay, so now we go hallway, and we ideally want a snake, I feel like. Well, guest bedroom is good, but it kind of fucks us. Pantry would be better, but we would dead end ourselves. In the, like, the room next to it. To the right. 2 items, but doesn't specify what. I could re-roll. I'm not going to though, because I feel like the 10 footsteps that this gives me will outweigh any of the bad. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hope your health improves shortly. Well, it didn't. Don't know the significance of the money, but if it's there, we should take it. Back up. We have dead-ended ourselves, so now we go here. Allow us to go here. I think den gives us the most options. Corridor is always left unlocked. I think den. I think den is a good bet. Let's see. Ooh. Money. Another chess piece. Yep, we will just do this. +1. I don't know what that means. But I think Nook, because that'll give me a key. Gem requirement. Yeah, let's do a Nook. I don't know what the observatory does, but I feel like I want a key. Maybe that's a mistake? I don't know yet. A journal. A journal. I saw the picture of this journal, so I read this as a journal. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Is that saying it wants me to physically go get something to write down? You know, I got mocked for that recently. I was talking to somebody and I said, I simply said, let me go get a notepad and pen to write something down. And I started getting mocked. Like, oh my God, this guy's old. Like, is it old to write things down? Oh God, probably. Like, oh, just use Discord. No, fuck you. You just use Discord. I'm not old, you're old. Anyway. Okay, we can either parlor or drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty good. This looks like a puzzle. but this gives me more rooms. So I'm going to do this one. This seems pretty good. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, so it's basically like a dice roll room. Oh my, you look absolutely dapper, Granddaddy. I do not remember your first name, if it was Robert or Herbert still. I apologize, Grandpapa. But if you didn't isolate yourself on the mountain and socialized a bit more, perhaps I would remember. Okay. I kind of feel like a sweeping fashion makes sense. So I'm going to go this way. I have to think. So this will lead back to the den if I do it this way. This way, but then I have to go all the way around, which is not quite ideal. If I do it this, then that leads there, but it cuts off an option. Let's do it this way. Whenever you enter the chapel, you lose a money. Okay, maybe we do security. I always redraw, but I think we do security here. Ooh, cutscene. What is this War of the World ass music? Like the boom. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Just cause I don't want to skip it in case something important happens, but like, dude, why is it so slow? Why is it dragging on so long? Jesus. It really do still be going. Really do just still be going. Yes, that's you. Yes, that's me. Yes. Okay. Blue memos equal true, red memos equal lies. That is important because I've already come across a red memo, and the red memo, that means a red memo was a lie, which implies that the west is not full of, the west wing is said was full of locked doors. That implies that that is incorrect. The west wing is in fact not. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Okay, fruit. I didn't know I could pick up fruit, so that makes sense. Keycard. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic key card. The key card system is currently operational. Key card system. The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Example, you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. And I want this low? Am I misunderstanding something? Wouldn't I just want this low? This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. We'll see what happens. Log into network. Password. Incorrect password. Okay, well, worth a try. All right. Oh, fruit. Right here. +2. Nice. So, I think we go through the drawing room again. No, I said through the drawing room again. Oh wait, what's this? Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live, out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Terminal password. Something. Is it just security? No, because that's not it. Looks like a U. It's definitely an N. You can't make out the rest. And that's probably intentional. Like, I see an S. Something. This looks like an N. You can see like the little... What is it? You can see like the little Times New Roman like flare on it. That's definitely an N. This looks like a U or an O. Well, I'm sure it will tell me. Until further notice, the antechamber has been locked. And access levers are required to gain entry, because these are a lie. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. True. Anything else? Nope, I already used this. IBN. Oh, it makes me press enter. And just escape out of it. Alright. So... chamber has been locked. Access levers. So I need to find access levers. Let's see what's behind door number this one. Ooh. Can I redraw? West Wing Hall or Chapel. Whenever you're in a chapel, lose some money. So why wouldn't I just use the West Wing Hall? Isn't it just objectively better? Staff notice! June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any may draft something. We ideally want something that lets us go straight through and to the right. Fuck it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Gem. Lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. We take those. Fortunately, that cost us another step. Oh, 3 keys is huge. That's a dead end. And that effectively makes this a full dead end. So I feel like we either got to redraw or do parlor. I think we do parlor. The gems are on the floor. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the desk. Wind up key, a component of the parlor game. Okay. Oh, it's Herbert. Okay, we found out our grandfather's name. Dear Herbert, it was great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different color. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, Mr. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within the other 2 are always empty. So, one of these is a lie, one of these is the truth, but what's the other one? Hold on. Only one box. There will always be at least one. There will always be at least one. So, one liar, one truther, and one... So this one says gems are on the floor. Obviously a lie. This one says gems are in this box. Potentially a truth, but could be a lie. This one says gems are on the desk. Could be a lie, could be the truth. If this one, but what if this one's a lie? And this one's a lie. It could be in here. But then this one would have to be the truth, right? And that's obviously not the truth. So if one of these has to be a truth, like one of them has to be a truth, this can't be true because there are no gems on the desk. This can't be true because there are no gems on the floor. So therefore, this must be true. Because one must tell the truth. Unless I'm blind, they truly are on the floor somewhere, but I really doubt that. I have reason to suspect that that is not the case. They must be in here. Fantastic. There's only one way to really go. So we definitely don't want lavatory here. That would be really bad for us. It is always left unlocked. This would also not be ideal. I think we want corridor. Any bits of lore? Nothing? Okay. Nursery's a dead end. Pantry. We might want a pantry, but we could screw ourselves here. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. That could be good. I think pantry. Give me one moment. I just have to check one thing really quick. Also, this game's really quiet. I feel like I should put on music. Might make sense to do that. What the heck? Let's see. Let's put on something. Let's put the same background music I always use on. Also, my phone died. I'm in a really inconvenient time. It is part of why I'm stalling here. I'm waiting for it to charge enough to plug back in. Okay. Money, money, money. Apple. Have like a bonus item. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, well I have 2 apples so far, so... Sorry. Okay. For real this time, I'm back. TLDR, I had delivery coming for, like I said, I had some caffeinated beverages arriving. Which is what this is. Yeah, I ordered some energy drinks and among other things. And as they were like rolling up to deliver it, my phone died. So I was like, oh God, what if they were calling me? I was trying to get my phone plugged in. For some reason, people have difficulty finding where I live. So, I don't know. I apologize for that. All right. So, we really need, we could game over ourselves here. We don't want that. It's gonna happen, isn't it? That's a game over. That's a game over. That's a game over. We gotta do this. Passageway. Passageway is perfect. Corridor is not. We need passageway. So now we can go down. It's all like blocked off now. Let's go straight ahead. And then I think it makes sense to, I mean, this needs to be a dead end basically. Like we don't need it to connect back to the entrance because we shouldn't need to double back for anything. So just make it a nursery. Need lore. The Red Prince. There was a Red Prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for the fear of the view. He had heard the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. As you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince in his book, the red book we just read. You. Just being thorough, just looking around. Would hate to have to double back for some reason. Alright. We're in a precarious position. We need this door to lead more than just one way. Oh. Spare room it is. I don't imagine there's too much here. It's gonna need to be the observatory. Another chess piece. The Fixed Stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations. Preface: this book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one, depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day. Different constellations of various size may be visible, sometimes more than one a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. A star, +1 gold. The twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The slice, +3 steps. Okay, so this just tells me. Okay, it's a reference. I'm not gonna read all that. I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened. I want it to go the other way. But I want it to go the other way. Is it really gonna make me turn it all the way around this way? Hold up. Of course the music starts playing after I've turned music on. That would be my luck, wouldn't it? Oh, so it's based on which way okay, I see. I was just clicking it on the wrong side. How do I... Let's see. I'm just barely realizing I can't jump. Can I sprint? Walk faster. Alright. Okay, so I just got the North Star. Ideally, I want the courtyard here. Okay, now I feel like the music has to be turned off. God damn it. Let's not use the key yet. Let's assess the room situation. I'm gonna have to walk through here anyway. Let's get the bunk bedroom out of the way. The bunk room. That gives me extra steps. Hamster! It's a little hamster. Hi. Video games. Wait, lore? Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he's at camp. Fuck that guy. Simon's me. I'm Simon. What the? Why am I catching strays out here? Right. Let's see what the room is first. See? Oh, good thing. Rude. I'm saying. Unnecessary, uncalled for. Dining room, boudoir, kitchen, food for sale. I don't really need. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 is reached. I feel like that's tough. I feel like dining room isn't it because I don't want a clear path upwards quite yet. I feel like kitchen or boudoir. So maybe kitchen. Plus 15, plus 5 for every green room in your house. Banana. Banana? I have 2 green rooms in my house. So maybe not yet. If I ever find myself coming back here or it's worth it, then sure. Locked. Ruh-roh. I might be cooked. No, I am cooked. That ends it right there. Unless there's magically a key somewhere, which I doubt. This is locked. So I think we have to start over. Let's do at least one thing. If this has to be the end of the run, let's... Oh my god, I made this such a convoluted thing. Let's return to the entrance. I don't think I did anything technically wrong. Maybe waste this corridor or whatever. I think this was the best I could do on a first run. Trying to understand. I feel like that's pretty good for a first one. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not pretty good for a first one. But I thought I was. I'll give myself that much. No chance I left anything in there, probably. Yeah, 1 trunk, 0 everything. So it's worth checking, I feel like. That was worth checking. So now we, with our remaining steps, should go back into here. Let's go explore the great outdoors. It's just a debate. See that too. It's down here. Dead end. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call today at any time from the blueprint menu tab to return to the campsite for the night. But what's over here? What the? That just looks sketchy. No way in hell I have this. Shed there. Oh, secret. So like I could probably brute force that combination lock, but I'm not going to because that goes against the spirit of the game. I feel like when games introduce something that could be brute forced, I personally would not. I'd rather just do it the way the game intends. I know some people like doing like game breaking stuff like that. I personally don't. It's just not how I play things. This interests me. I wonder what the implications of that is. That looks spooky. Yeah, atmospherically, this is spooky. What the? Alright. I don't think there's anything else. So I think we're good to restart the day. That counted as a room. Two things counted as rooms. Call it a day. Call it. No big deal. We can go again. Total rooms 22. Rank reached 5. Steps taken 51. Items found 2. Save and continue. We go again. Time for realsies. Day 2. I imagine this is just gonna be the same thing again. Yep. Yep. I like the strategy I employed. I just think I need to execute it better. So let's do den. I don't know if there's any kind of like greater implication with the chess pieces. Let's go ahead and get this closet early. Or no, let's get the lavatory early. I also didn't get the lavatory last time. Nothing in here. Dude, I got scammed. I got scammed. It's fine. All right. Wow, all these kind of suck for me right now. We'll do, I'm gonna spice it up a bit. I'm gonna do guest bedroom. So these don't, the notes don't change. So it must be, there's like a set number of rooms. I'm learning the rules. There must be a set number of rooms. And I have to like fill it in a configuration that works proper. Let's go ahead and do the corridor. Do the nook. Inspect documents on the estate more closely. Aww. Billard puzzle notes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, order of operation. That's not PEMDAS. Main chamber appears to be sealed by all four sides. Must be a way to open. Anything else? Okay, interesting. Hold on, let me look at this one more time. Something about billiards. ASMD, which is not, it's like, it's not reverse PEMDAS, but you know what I mean. Billiard puzzle notes. So there's a puzzle in the billiard room. Or, yeah. It makes sense to do any of these. I think observatory makes the most sense. I want this, but I think this makes sense. Oh, it's already like aligned out the door. That's neat. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Entrance hall. Heading back that way anyway. Let's do our due diligence and like check up. Oh, that's funny. I shouldn't say funny, but like a neat detail that the map thing down there shows like where you are in the picture. I hate all of these options. Maybe we do the parlor. The blue box is empty. This is the blue box. This has to be a truth. The blue box is true. The blue box is empty. This has to be the lie. Because if this is the lie, if the blue box is a lie, then that means this is the blue box is a lie. But that is clearly true. That is observably true. So that means this must be the lie, which means it's the blue box. Easy. I feel like security gives me the most options. Let's do security. Can I have some coffee, please? Until further notice, the antechamber has been locked and access levers are required. E-card access, likewise a redundant security measure, normal doors. Okay. Sure. I don't imagine. Oh. Unless written by hand. Unless written by hand. Not written by hand. I didn't notice that last time. Not gonna lie, I didn't notice that last time. This would be a perfect time for a closet. I feel like definitely not a good time for a laboratory. Closet or pantry? Maybe we do pantry, but then we don't go in it yet. I guess we gotta go in it now. Kinda. Oh, I just lose then. I just instantly lose. Yikes. Might as well see what the breaker box is. No idea what any of that does. Well, I've already lost the run. So I'm kind of like, who cares anymore? I'm a sore loser, what can I say? So, I mean, that just keeps bringing me upwards. I think the more rooms I uncover, maybe the better. Nope, it's locked. Let's do garage. Oh, gem required. I see. I'm seeing the issue. I'm understanding the problem. Oops. I'm understanding the problem. So there's more than one way to like dead end yourself. The trunk is locked. I shouldn't have gave up so quickly. I didn't lose. I'm just dumb. Now I made a number of bad decisions. I gave up too early. I didn't lose. I didn't lose. But now I made a number of bad decisions, and now I probably did lose. I forgot the basic concept that I could just, you know, explore this from down here. But, oh well, let's make it, let's see what happens. Lockpick. What the? Now we're running the risk of running out of steps. The key is huge. Oh, could I have used the lock? Fuck me. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, but it's not handwritten. I don't think there's anything to... Opportunity to earn and spread. Go dining room. Did it lie to me? Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been I'm not rank 8. It was not lied to. Maybe do the chapel here. Of course it costs a tithe. Why wouldn't it? any like hidden anything with these stained glass, any like windows? This is in the middle of the house. Where's the sun coming from? What the heck? Mailroom makes the most sense because this is basically a dead end anyway. It would not make sense to do a boudoir, and especially would not make sense to waste a passageway. Mailroom it is. It's just unfortunate that I have to pass through the chapel again because it costs money. The grand realm of Fen Ares. In fog we are lost, on fire we are found. Simon Jones. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you're happy as a clam. Imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you are currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm sure that I'm going to find the time. I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. Jesus Christ, I can't read. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So, do both of us a favor, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday, I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigi blocks. Dirigi blocks. I don't even know what that is, Dad. You're not my dad, Dad. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Revane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Huh? Huh? What? Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Huh? I wonder what the power bill looks like for this house. Dude, fuck if I know. That's a good question, especially when I'm turning on all the lights. Okay, well, I forced myself into a dead end. I gotta pay a tithe at the chapel because of course I do. And then I go to the dining room. Ow! Okay. Fuck me. Can't pick, this door's locked. Double fuck me. Alright, this might be a dead end type of situation. I knew this run was kind of trashed for a while. Oh. Whenever you enter a gymnasium, lose 7 locked doors. That's fucking useless. Items for sale, I just paid a tithe. Gymnasium it is. This run's already a loss. Puts drawings in it. Can't pick this door either. Can't pick this door either. I'm out of keys. I have a dead end. Couldn't pick this door. Can't pick either of these doors. Security's too far away. 15 steps, would never make it back. Have to pay the tithe every time I pay the chapel. This is a wash. Gotta start over. Day 3. Day 3. Also, hello. Welcome in. Hi, Sin. How's it going? Rank reach. I got 2 more ranks than before. Day 2, rank 7. I was pretty good, man. I'm just gonna say pretty good. I'm just gonna say I think I'm doing pretty good. We take those. We take those. I'm going in. All right. Shouldn't be much different. Let's go here. Let's do... Let's do corridor. Events posted on Discord. Are you playing with viewers? No. Not for those events. The events are, I put in the description, it's more of a awareness and a reminder for the people in the collabs, just because, like, I don't know, I am a very schedule based person, so I just want to, like, make sure the events are clear. So yeah, that's all it is. So it's a little it's like a sneak peek into the future. Now you know what the schedule is going to start to look like for next week. I'm going to be streaming on a day off, for instance. Normally I want to have Thursdays off, but Thursday was the best day to play with some people on Peak, so I'll be streaming on Thursday. In the future, though, when I start doing community game nights, as we develop a community, then I'll manage those through events as well. And then those will be, like, indicated as such, right? Because then you can RSVP. Storeroom. Might as well do that here. I think it makes sense, even though we have to backtrack. Corner of the house. I need to start, like, using the kind of dead end pieces more. My first run was definitely failed due to me being too conservative with them because I didn't know that it was, like, a finite room selection. Den probably makes sense here. Probably. Gem. Let's just go here. See if we can get another. I will do the observatory. There shouldn't be anything else kind of around. Let's just go take a peek. The slice, not bad. Yeah, we'll go up here. Items for sale. I don't have money and that costs a gem. I think it makes sense to do kind of want to do the spare room. Even though I'm trying to like snake it, I feel like the spare room makes sense. Not really much going on in here that I'm aware of. See, now the nursery being here gives me the most out of the bedrooms. So it costs a gem requirement, but it's so worth it. Lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Very useful. Definitely need that. Why does this look like the toothless dancing meme? We need to go back to the den. We all go back to the den and we gotta hang a Larry right out of it. That's okay, the nursery will pay dividends. Hang a Larry. The Nook will pay the Nook will connect me back to the entrance hall. The mailroom is a dead end. I kind of want to use the mailroom. The parlor would be a waste here. I kind of want to do the mailroom. So I'm going to do the mailroom. Package delivered. That's great. Where? 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 Like, does that mean I get something? Oh, in the middle of the room? Huh, I wonder where my package is. Is it this very inconspicuous box in the middle of the room? 1 amateur lockpick kit, 1 sleeping mask, 2 gems. Does that mean I could have kept going in the last run because I didn't grab this box? Probably. I'm a little stupid. Customer referred to... A lot of numbers here, but they probably don't mean anything. That definitely means I fucked up in the last one. First time you enter a bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5. Lockpick, always good. Lockpick kit saves us keys. There's this note, and now I know how that works, is what I'd like to say, but I really don't. I really don't. Okay, we want the bedroom. Which we get +5, +2 because of the mask and because of the nursery. We get a key here. Huge. So massive. We want the pantry. Nothing else makes sense. We're getting so many steps. We're just getting our steps in. Hallway makes sense here. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, which is a lie. Let's go here. I feel like we want the Nook. Get another key. No magnifying glass this time. And then guest bedroom is a dead end, but that's okay. We want a dead end here. We're gonna get 15 pluses for this. And a gem. We get a gem. Pretty good. Pretty good. So now we hope for a good hallway. Thriving. Oh, yikes. That's not good. Not good. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting this room. Drafting in this room. So I need something that makes a right-hand turn in the dark room. Not just a dark room, it's a dark room. Gulp. Oh, I can't even see. Gulp. Well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by the toe, if he always let it go. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Nice. Nice. I mean, not great, but nice. Now we use a key in this. We use a key in this. Yeah, give me a key. We want the boudoir. Otherwise we're fucked. The boudoir. I feel like this needs the magnifying glass. Maybe I'm wrong. Key. I may not pick this lock. I'm getting shafted. Give me your fucking money. I hit them with the reverse tithe. I'm getting cucked on this run. I get it, because it's a bishop. I'm getting cucked. Okay. Let's play a parlor game. This box is the black box, so that's one lie. This box is the blue box, that's true. Two lies, so this must be the truth. The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the black box. So these two have to be lies, this one has to be truth. The box that claims to be the black box has gems, which is this one. Let me in. Give them to me. Thank you. Easy. Drawing room would be pretty nutty right now, actually. And good thing I get to redraw. Well, guess it's gotta be this one. Can I not open this? Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8. Oh, it's after. I keep forgetting that part. It's after rank 8. Billiard room. Okay, there's allegedly a puzzle with this. I don't know what the puzzle is. Is there a note anywhere? Need the magnifying glass. I don't know what this number needs to equate. I just know that there is a puzzle with it. I need this to be a dead end. I don't want to freeze my accounts. That'd be bad. Laboratory it is. Nothing in here? That's fine. Oops. So I'm not going to do this door first. I'm going to try this door first. Seven locked doors is crazy. I think we want security here. Locked by electronic key card. I'm gonna assume that that's the right thing. I don't know though. Before I do this though, let me backtrack. I'm gonna just see what I can open. Okay. So it's like a 50-50 chance. I don't really need to do this side. I can do the one behind. So let me go back through the dining room. Not rank 8 yet, I don't think. Yeah, why even do that? Let's just do a walk-in closet. An electronic key card. Let's go. It's only 3 items though. Where's the 4th? Oh wait, shoes. Occasionally save when traveling longer distance across state and grounds. Nice. Yeah, so that saves me guessing this side because now I know that's a dead end, not worth it. Green rooms do not cost money to draft. Sure. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. That seems useful. Experimental house features, but it's a wasted turn. So let's do terrace. Some doubloons. How beautiful. So now we can go this way. Weight room makes the most sense here because it gives us the most options. Lose half. Huh. That's a big oof. That's a big oof. Let's do that there. Oh, it automatically does it. Shit, I was gonna say, but not walk in. Okay, what's this thing's deal? What the? Broken lever could prove to be useful. It probably is. Okay, let's do this one. I think breaker box makes sense. Oh. I see. I mean, I don't see, but I see. Okay. I don't understand, but I kind of understand. I can always come back here. Less likely to find items. Ruh-roh. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Mrs. Babbage. That looks important. Can't lockpick this door. We gotta use a key here. Items for sale would probably be good. Opportunity to earn and spend would probably be better, because then I can get more money for the items for sale. Oh, hello, Connoisseur. Do you have anything for me? Like a insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Oh. I see this. You can't hide from me. What the? Okay. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Baron, Herring of the Mare. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. So there's obviously a code with that. The energy chamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. I see the terminal. I'm just checking. Yeah, I have no clue what that would be. Spread gold in estate. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coin withdrawn from the staff incentive program. These coins are spread, distributed in a large number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. Spread gold now. Function successful. A number of gold coins have been withdrawn from the staff incentives program and spread throughout the estate. Or run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's rooms. This includes each servant staff's quarters and main chamber currently on the estate. Run payroll now. Log into network. Password. Insert disc. Courtyard data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan. Courtyard. Wait, what? It's currently courtyard. Courtyard. Oh, it changes the color scheme as well. I'm gonna do this one. Fantastic. I feel like I gotta do the West Wing Hall. It's not even a feeling. I literally have to. This might be a mistake. It was. Yeah, I'm cucked. I'm gonna fall 1 room short now. That's so unfortunate. Oh. Fuck it. Ooh. Secret passage. To the wine cellar. Might as well do the bunk room, I think. Nom nom. Nom nom nom. The flashlight looks so like pick upable. Let's see. I already read that. Gotta go back to the weight room. Payroll issued for the week of 11/8. So now I gotta hang a Larry up here. I gotta use my key. I hope for the store. I didn't get the store. Foyer. But now I'm at a dead end because this isn't open. Yep. I'm effectively trapped now. I reached rank 8 though, so I got better. So I kind of want to go see what the dining room's about, since I have no other real, like, ability to do much, you know? I walked. I'm in the dining room. What the fuck is this? Dinner is served. Today's main course, country stew pie, boiled chunk stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crushed. Sounds kind of gross, not gonna lie. Special if you have a boiler room. Not yet. Have dinner. Num. So, I wonder. Like, I wonder what the goal is. This is green on 6. And then there was something that was like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So do I have to take these numbers? I wonder. Can I take the darts? No. 6. I wonder if like I have to get to 6 by clicking things in. Can I like, oh. Huh? I don't get it. I'm just looking for some kind of semblance of a hint. I have no idea what this is trying to tell me. It said something about like, oh, okay. It was 6 and then it's addition 19. Now it's subtraction 9. Then it was multiplication. That doesn't work. Wait, what? That doesn't work. It was order of operations. It said order of operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But you can't possibly multiply these to get that number, right? Unless it's subtraction again. It is. Oh, this indicates it. Okay. So it was addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Got it. So this is 10. And now it's order of operations. You do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Addition. Well, I said order of operations, but like, what is the order of operations? Is it addition, subtraction, multiplication. So addition 9, subtraction 7. So 2 times 10, 20. Hell yeah. Doesn't help me any because I'm dead-ended. But hell yeah, brother. I figured it out. Oh, okay. I was looking at it the wrong way. But that's pretty easy. Well, like now what? Now what? Where did it all go wrong? It went wrong with the veranda. I can go back to the commissaire, the office, and see if I can figure out that thing. Or I can go back to the utility closet on the way. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should use this run for information since it's already fucked. So we go here, here, here. Here. Is there a reset button? Wasn't that what it wanted? Okay, but what does that do? What does that do? What does it even do? So hey, money. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Hearing of the Major. Trying to think what these could mean. Flight of the Queen. March of the Count. Fall of the Lord. March of the Count is black. Flight of the Queen is, and all the rest are red. This one's stumping me. Hearings of the Major. Tend to be hearings or herrings. Maybe that will be relevant when if there's a library, that will probably be relevant. I think there's no library yet. So there's nothing to like really, like, I think there's gonna be, maybe it's not necessarily a library, but there has to be like some kind of room specific for that. I need to find a password for this. Which the security room had it, it was just crossed out. This right here. Oh. Yeah, I still don't have the password. Oh. Money. Not that it does me any good. Oh, wait. Enter. One key, one upgrade disc. I don't really care about the keys or coins because I can't do anything with them. But I should go look for that upgrade disc before I call it quits. Because the upgrade disc is forever. Make sure I didn't miss it. Somewhere silly. If I was an upgrade disc, where would I be? Kind of weird that I could open this drawer and no other drawer. Need an upgrade disc. Probably missed it a while ago and wasn't thinking about looking for a floppy disk. I only just barely realized that those are things. We'll backtrack. Already checked out here, but we'll check again. What's the harm? What's the harm? What's the harm? It might be in this great hall. Like one of these empty rooms. Oh, this was just open this whole time? That's pretty neat. Wait, why are these just open now? They were locked before. Oh, there it is. Well, doesn't really matter, but I'm curious. Oh. Interesting. I don't think that helps me, but interesting. Oops. Gotta do it from here. Spare green room. Spare bedroom. Spare green room. Spare hall. Probably green room. Now I should at least do my due diligence of checking out the antechamber, but it is still locked. I cannot open it. Please. Please. Please, 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 please. Alright. All day. We ride again. I did significantly better that time though. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing bad. All right, pitter patter, let's get at her. Let us see here. I always go to the right. Let's go to the left this time. Spare green room. No, we'll do den. I feel like this is always the den, or at least it has been done in the past, but that makes sense. Are you a like? Well, I was about to say, are you a clock? Obviously. Check one item and retrieve another day. Let's do breaker box. That has to be it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Not entirely sure what to do here. Maybe I just reverse it. I'm not super stressed about losing steps. Do this. A little quirky weird, but we're gonna do it. I was a bit more nervous about running out of steps before, but now I think there's enough ways to get them that I'm not super nervous about it anymore. Dice is big. Dice is big. Wait, shovel? I thought I saw dig piles before. Do storeroom here. Fuck it. Not bad. Probably not worth, but not bad. Maybe I'm making a mistake by using the drawing room super early. In fact, I would say I really am making a mistake by doing that. This room paid for itself, so that's pretty neat. I could do kitchen, but I feel like I run the risk of like cocking myself. Spare green room. And if this is locked, we cry. No. Wait. Doors in the east wing. This, and then we play a fun little party game. This box and the white box are both empty. There is a second wind-up key in this room. The statement on the white box is true. Well, is there a second wind-up key in the room? I do not believe so. So, false, one lie. The statement on the white box is true, is a lie. So you are the truth. This box and the white box are both empty, so it is the blue box. Thank you very much. Fuck. Oh no. Don't be locked. Corridor makes sense. Don't be locked. I got 3 dice. I really need this key. Dining room would be good. Not using any keys we don't need to. Commissary could probably be good. I don't know what the rates are for things, but we should do that one. What? I want to play. Scam. Oh, so it doesn't even let me buy keys. Wait, sledgehammer. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. So we'll... Oh. Staff notice! Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live, out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important. I already read this. I still can't read this password. Sledgehammer. Does that mean there's an opportunity to not fuck myself? I feel like darkroom would be good. Sure, sure. I still have the shovel too. I think that's the best possible outcome. I'm still one short. Yeah, let's use the key. Why is it doing that? That's a gem. Already read this lore. Let's do a coat check. Okay, I see. I want to try getting the sledgehammer. I want to know what it does. I have an idea. I think you can make a door. I just want to confirm that. Oh no. Okay, I didn't completely fuck myself, but I did just not consider something. I have to gamba on the dark room because I'm out of keys, and the parlor door was locked. So I got a gamba, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I got to gamba. What could this be? Not great. Kind of a waste. Don't be locked. I might have cooked it. Okay, security. Probably the best option. I don't have the key card. Aquarium. Maid's chamber. Have to do it. I'm out of gems. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. Have to do it. This run isn't going as stellar as the last one did. That's for sure. Locked. Fuck. Wait. Were you locked? Oh, you weren't locked. You weren't locked. Okay, cool. I wasn't worried. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. That sounds horrible. Oh, and there's lore. Marigold wins Harold's literary honor. Popular child writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye. Even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself success? Huh? By Gail Herman's Herald staff writer. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I hadn't always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in a previous interview that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Oh god, there's more. Publisher and author detained by a Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 different 3 dozen names that appear on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed that by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house had defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press. Citing personal reasons, the announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the wave down local man. This is the third mayor. To charge of crown. Manning was allowed as the trial began. Expected words. No trace is discovered of Sinka Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date with the 100 Bells Tea Room. At the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale, Miss Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Oh my god, this goes on and on. Priceless jewels stolen, dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside of noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Okay, that's it. A lot there. A lot of lore, which I like. I'm interested. I want to know more. This is locked and fucked. Weight room, lose half your steps is brutal. And even more brutal is not having a key card for all these guys. Fuck. Oh, it caught up to me. Okay. Yep, I'm already cooked. So I guess we simply drop off our shovel and call it a day. Not a good run. Not a good run at all. Dark room, commissary, dining room. Yeah, okay. I just wish I had like one more monies to get that sledgehammer instead. Shovel's probably good too. Double. Call it a day. Call it next one. Another one. All right. Save and continue. We run it back. Day 5. Okay. One moment. I don't like how the music like goes and stops. If I had one like complaint so far, it's that I don't know if I should be playing music or not, because it goes like awkward silence to like inspirational or mystery music. It just like keeps doing that. Okay. Let's see. I feel like it's always the den. Let me do the nook this time. Let me change it up a little bit. Don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I get immediately punished. Okay, well. I'm just gonna do that. I still don't know what all this means. I'm sure I'm gonna need to find out. I just know I saw something that says to flick the boxes that way. Or turn the lights on that way. Well, that sucks. Give me that shovel. Oh my god. No way. No way. No. No. I got fucked. Okay. I got fucked. I got fucked. I got fucked. Rip is right. What's that shit? What's that? I'm like, I gotta do something different. And then I do something different and I get railed. I get literally railed. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count, guys. That doesn't count. That was RNG. Like, that was not a matter of skill or intellect or thought. That was shit RNG. I clicked one room, quote unquote, wrong, and then it gave me literally only impossible options. That would have happened just by picking this the way I did. It gave me impossible options. That's so fucked of it. Now it wants me to do it again. Okay, well, why not? We run it back the exact same way, apparently. If this does it to me again, I'm gonna scream. Okay, I can do a chapel here. I can't lose money if I'm broke. Take that game. I mean, kind of a waste because I wanted the other one, but whatever. I'll take it. Give me that gem. Can't buy anything, I assume. Closet it is. Okay, the two items aren't money. That's good because I'd lose the money. Passageway's good. Passageway is solid. It's kind of worth the 2 gems. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Parlor, I think. Parlor makes sense here. Gems are in a box without a statement. White box does not have a statement. This is true. Gems are in a box with a statement. This is true, which means this is either true or a lie. The white box does not have a statement is the truth. The gems are in a box with a statement. But it didn't say the third. Okay, no. The rules explicitly state there's always one truth, one lie. This is the truth. The gems are in a box with a statement is the lie. So they are in the box without a statement. I think we gotta roll the dice here. I think we want the corridor. But before we go in the corridor, let's backstep a little bit. We'll take the gem. Observatory seems like a good deal here. One Diamondus. Und Diamondus. Und Among Us. I don't mind getting dead-ended here. Coat check it is. Tree of item, shovel. I do have to double back a little bit, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I just need to hope for either a T or a four-way in the corridor. Oops. Spare, green room, entrance, passage, portal. Okay, I got a T. Not the worst thing ever. I'm assuming the sledgehammer lets me break this wall, so I'm not like super upset about this. Sleepy mask. I thought that there was gold in here, or was that it? The mask, the item. I'm gonna say that's a scam, honestly. East Wing Hall. this is a waste. Turn up. Yippee, I guess. Let's backtrack a little bit. I think we can afford that. I think we can afford to backtrack. Kinda glad I did. Special key. I want a special key. Oh, fuck. Okay, this mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if the power is lost. Okay. And I got all the items, so we're good to exit. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's kind of really unfortunate. Oh, that is extremely... God. GG. Why am I suddenly doing so bad? What the? Might as well bring the shovel back. Everything felt like it was going so right. Check item. Shovel. It's... Unfortunately, need to call it already. We'll give it another go. Okay. Nook. Yeah, corridor. Not the best start. Really not the best start. Parlor. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Okay, let's unpack this. Are in a box containing the letter U. That would imply this one. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. That also implies this one. The blue box is true. If this is true, that means this is true. That means this is a lie and that's a paradox. So if this is false, then this is false. Wait, gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Fuck. They all contain B. This one has to be true. Blue box is true. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. But that has box, that contains B. Blue box, B. Box, B. They have to be in a box with a statement B, so this has to be true. Which means, if that has to be true, then that means this has to be true. Which then means this is a lie. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Is a lie. U. That doesn't definitively tell me. Unless that counts. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm mentally cooked. The blue box is true. These have all been easy before. The blue box is true. All the statements contain the letter B. So this has to be true. This has to be true. So this has to be wrong. This technically contains the letter U. This contains the letter U. So logically, I think it's this one. If it's not that one, then like there's no way to definitively tell unless I'm actually just really dumb. Has this magnifying glass been here the whole time? I don't know. If it isn't this one, I cry. Okay. I'm not as stupid as I thought I was being for a second there. Like, I thought I was being like really dumb for a minute. Glad that was not the case. Oh, dice. I need this to be like a dead end piece. Closet, perfect. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's good. Now I go back down to the entrance. Now my intuition tells me to go this way. Now I learned a valuable lesson. We're going to do security. Watering can. What does it mean, watering can? I feel like a breaker box here is like huge. How did I do this so easily before? What? Oh no, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Like chapel's my best bet. I don't have any money to lose. I was gonna say I pray for a nursery, but I guess bedroom works too. Ooh, security card that I don't need. However, I can leave that at the checkout if I get that far. I don't have money, so the commissary doesn't really make a lot of sense. Storeroom is perfect here. Though I should avoid going through the chapel now, if possible. Not to lose money. Okay. Damn. Thought the gym was a four-way for a second, but that was a basketball hoop. Let's see what this does for us. We have keys. We have keys for days. Doesn't do a lot for us, not gonna lie. Each time you collect 3 or an additional 1. The additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Passageway is really good here. Oh, wait, does that work perfectly with... Does. And the light's on in there now. That dead ends me, however... It dead ends me, however, I still have faith that the sledgehammer does what I think the sledgehammer does. So I'm just gonna do it anyway. I haven't been in the garage yet, so, you know. I mean, it's gonna cost me a step probably, but I gotta know. What's out here? A gate. So it's just a waste of a step. Oh, wait. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. 2 special items. Hovel. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the ground have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundkeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the toolshed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and services and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, House Manager. Oh. I'm not sure what this is about, but cool. It just blows up. Okay, I could have reached. Has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. You're telling me I had to come all the way around here to pull that out? I could have reached through that. Come on. No, come on. Come on. Come on. That's some Looney Tunes ass shit right there. I knew there was a library. Okay, but I gotta do gymnasium, unfortunately. Key's pretty nice. Okay, I can circle back to the garage now. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for. Your absence must be accounted for. Lordship, that's lordship. Figured it had to be like some sycophant term. Yeah, let's see what the darkroom situation is. Oh. Well, the light was on anyway. Archive's pretty good. What the? It's a pool? Okay, before we do all that. Plenty of keys. Oh, that's so rough. That's actually like the worst thing that could have been. I'm gonna tire out today. That's a big rip. I don't know how any of this works. This is new. That all looks important. I'm not gonna fuck with it yet. I haven't been in the Rampus room yet, so despite running low on steps, we're doing it. Oh my god, we're rich. Oh my.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was
Gold?
told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Al-Zara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. I'm sure that was not meaning anything. Anything else? No. Okay. God damn it. Using all my keys now. How bad could it be? Honestly, could be actually very useful. Oh. Alright, what are you gonna be? The foundation does not reset each day. Has this always been here then? Yeah, I just tried falling in because of course I did. Okay. See what's in here. See what's in here. Oh, that's my last key. Rip. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, no, I just lose. Well, that bought me time. I mean, both of these are not great. I should have not done that in retrospect. Huh. Stamp collection. Interesting. But then what's over here? So the library just gives you stats. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. Let's see. Please select one. Oh. All of these are important, aren't they? Well, time to find out how badly I fucked myself. Shocker, the lockers are locked. What if one of these is unlocked? You never know. You never know. You never know. Apparently you do know. Well, at this point, I definitely lost. But that doesn't change the fact that I want to keep going. Yeah, it's locked. Of course it's locked. Huh. Both of those were locked, so that's definitely a loss. That's okay, though. is okay though. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day, and I think honestly we'll call it a day. Because I am EB. Is anyone I know online? I haven't ran into Drakor yet, so why don't I do that? I'm gonna run into Drakor and call it a night. Just because I'm really exhausted after this week, and I want to make sure that I give myself the opportunity to rest so that I can come back stronger tomorrow, because I plan to do a full day of streaming tomorrow. So I'm gonna run into Drakor. Please say hi, hang out, all that good stuff. I appreciate you for being here, and hope to see you tomorrow. But yeah, thank you and have a good night.